quality of the look each and every possession.
And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
And credit to the Cavs for going out and getting Mozgov. I mean, they paid a hefty price giving up the 2 first-rounders, but thus far he's proved to be worth it.
Down low, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
Kevin, I've got a chance now to look at where the Cavaliers ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in three-point field goal percentage, 8th in scoring. And they were a top 10 team in field goal shooting. Pretty impressive.
And talking about their three-point percentage, really a hallmark, I think, of successful offenses in today's NBA. And they use that shot to a devastating effect all season long.
Dellavedova, that's good.
And the Mozgov trade, guys, for the Cavs, I think can be viewed as their big turning point in the season. He completely changed the defense of their team. He was that missing piece of the puzzle.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profiling, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Here's Dellavedova. He's covered by Roten. And stolen by Roten. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Roten with the ball. And Thomas with the stuff.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
It's hauled in by Thomas. For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against the San Antonio Spurs.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
And finished off by Shumpert.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Roten. And we've reached halftime in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you to the halftime show on 2K Sports. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He had 9 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. What'd you think? All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
LeBron just giving them fits. 9 points and 1 steal as well.
Knicks trail by 11.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kurt Rambis. Anthony out there with Porzingis. Then there's Aflalo. Then it's Tony Roten. And it's Lopez in at the center position. The drive by LeBron. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. James has got 11. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Lopez, and the layup's good off the glass.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And good on the basket. Book it. And the Cavaliers lead by 13.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Listen, the Knicks had a hard time scoring last year. Just lacked any real presence in the paint. And lacking that paint threat makes things easier for the opposing defense.
You know, with the Knicks, they were second to last in field goal percentage from their front court. Granted, they were hit by injuries. It seemed like all over the place all season.
Yeah, you know, with that poor field goal percentage shooting and being top 3 in field goal attempts on the year, not a good combination.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Kurt Rambis had to say to the team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Carmelo Anthony. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
All right, Doris, thanks. Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. Quick ends and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing they'll remember. But if you ask the players he's played up against, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp.
Knicks trail by 15.
And last year's midseason trade had to feel good to Iman Shumpert. Toiling away in New York, injured, uninspired. Boy, did he find new life in Cleveland. Of course, playing next to LeBron can do that for you.
And here we go. Irving with it. Now Anthony defending. Shoots from 12. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
Nice shot by Porzingis. And for Shumpert last year, Clark, he added the defense and athleticism on the wing that Cleveland so desperately needed.
Yeah, he sure did, Kevin. And he also became a facilitator of all things. I mean, you wouldn't expect that from him, but he averaged over 3 assists a game, easily the best mark of his career.
Good point. To the inside. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his second bucket.
A room service dime by Jose Calderon.
Irving dishes to Thompson. Sinks that one from the post. And the Cavaliers lead by 17. Here is Calderon looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Anthony. And the shot's good after hitting off the rim.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Cavaliers lead by 15. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Channing Frye out there with J.R. Smith. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Mozgov in at the 5 spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert.
Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. Smith against Calderon. Frye passes to Smith. Shot from the top of the key, and Cleveland again with the bucket.
They're spraying them home from mid-range today, guys.
Finding the gaps in the defense and really just slicing and dicing them right now.
New York calls timeout.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Love check in for Cleveland. Irving comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. And a switcher also for New York. Thomas is checked in. Irving, good.